Welcome back to ETV, entertainment television everywhere in the Treasure Valley. Now, there's a lot of scary movies that are out right now, but this is going to be your last chance to see them before Halloween. So, with all the details on this, have no fear. Sean the Movie Guy is here. And joining me now is Sean the Movie Guy. What are you dressed as?
Ye old movie guy. So.
Oh, fabulous. And by the way, we'd like to thank the costume shop for getting the entire staff outfitted this week.
Did great stuff, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, you can stop by and we'll give you details and a little sneak peek of what you can see over at the costume shop as the show continues. Meantime, tell us about the movies.
So the big movie this weekend, the last weekend for horror movies, you have Saw, and this time it's in 3D. I suspect we're running out of steam on the Saw franchise. They didn't screen it for critics, so I can't tell you anything, but you know, I mean, it's Saw. You know what it is. It's Jigsaw trying to kill people again, but this time he's killing them in 3D. Ooh. So the real movies that you want to check out, particularly over at the Flicks, we have Hereafter. It's kind of a funny story. Waiting for Superman. Hey, you're here. Well, maybe that's why they're waiting for Superman, right?
Exactly.
But the new ones they have this week is You Will Meet a Tall Dark Stranger, which is a Woody Allen film. Woody Allen fans will want to check that out. And then, of course, the big one, I think, is Conviction, which is Hilary Swank, based on a true story about a woman whose brother is put away for prison. She thinks that her brother is innocent, so she wants to get him out. Nobody will take the case. So she puts herself through law school and eventually gets him out of prison.
I've heard a lot about that, and it's only opening at the Flicks?
It's over at the Flicks. If it does well, if it gets Oscar nominations, and a lot of people think it will, then you might see it opening up wider. But that's the big one this week.
Sounds great. Now, what's on home DVD?
Some interesting things over there. Sex and the City 2 is out. I suppose that's the one that most people will want to see. I would say that The Girl Who Played with Fire, which is based on the Stieg Larsson books, The Girl with the Hornet's Nest, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, that is out. A lot of people are shying away from that because they don't want to see a film that's Swedish with subtitles. I will say the DVDs have a dubbed version, so if you want to see them talking in English, that's there. I don't think it's as good a movie as the books are, but if you've read the books, if you're a fan of the books, and I am, it's kind of a fun thing to check out. And then the other one is Winter's Bone, which is based on the story of an Ozarks girl whose father leaves them high and dry, and she has to go on a journey to try and find him and bring him back for fear of losing their house. So another good quality independent film. Go check that one out.
Sounds good. How's local theater looking?
So over at local theater, we have Death and Taxes, which is playing over at Boise Little Theater. This is their last weekend, so call 342-5104 or go to boiselittle.theater.org if you want to check that out. It's comedy. Another comedy, Darwin in Malibu, over at Stagecoach Theater, their final weekend. Go to stagecoachtheater.com for tickets and information or call 342-2000. Bye Bye Birdie, their final weekend over at Knock'em Dead Productions. Go to kedproductions.org or call 385-0021. Broadway's Heroes and Villains over at Starlight Mountain Theater. They're in a temporary home, but they're putting on it sort of a variety show. Go to 462-5523 or go to starlightmt.org. Jekyll and Hyde over at Music Theater of Idaho, playing at the Napa Civic Center. 2 weekends only, so this is their final weekend. Saw it this past weekend, a lot of fun. Go to 468-2385 or mtonline.org. And then the Crumblin Foundation, Boise Contemporary Theater's show, they are closing down this weekend as well. Go to bctheater.org or call 331-9224. They're the guys that do the Full Squad green shows at the Idaho Shakespeare Festival.
Sounds like a great closing weekend for a lot of that this Halloween weekend.
A lot of stuff.
So thank you so much, Sean E., old movie critic guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, Sean, do you like ghost stories?
Of course I do.
Perfect. Stick around. We got some great paranormal activity headed your way. Right after this, as ETV continues.